All right, YouTube. So the video down below is from Sticks Hexenhammer 666. He's one of my favorite content creators here on YouTube, and he's talking about two other content creators, Sargon of Akkad and Mr. Metokur. And he's talking about a feud that they're having right now, a very public feud, and their fan bases have gotten involved, and some of their fans, they kind of cross over into Styx' fan base, so they're letting him know he made the video and now I'm making the video. By the way, that video's down below if I haven't mentioned that. Anyways, so he's talking about this feud. And these two content creators, I'm pretty unfamiliar with their work. You know, Mr. Metokur, I've seen maybe one video from his. Sargon, I've seen maybe 5 or 6 over a scattered span of time. But I haven't really paid attention to their work, which really, and now that really surprises me to hear that they're fighting, because it's like, well, what's the difference? I mean, why are you guys fighting? And I think Styx, what he said, his understanding of the situation is that Sargon is a little more comedic and Metokur's more serious, I guess. It's like, who fucking cares? You know what? You guys are targeting basically the same audience. Some people are going to want to hear their information or their content through a different manner. So Sargon happens to deliver it more comedically and he's very well spoken too. He's very well spoken. Mr. Metokur, I can't really speak to that because I haven't watched it. I've watched one of his videos. I don't even remember what he sounds like. I think I watched the video when he was doing a piece on Monday Matt. That's about it. I don't even remember that one. So it's, the bickering is pointless. And look, guys, buck up. We're in the middle of a political battle, so to speak. I mean, we're fighting against censorship. So when two content creators that are basically getting shafted by the legacy media on a regular basis, when they're fighting with each other, they're laughing their asses off because they're saying, they're basically eating each other at this point. We don't even have to do anything. We don't even have to censor these folks because they're basically going to get so salty and make this shitty content, and they're basically going to lose all their subscribers, and the snowball goes. They're not going to have to do anything. So what's the point of fighting, guys? Honestly, you ought to shake hands and just move on. And that's easy for me to say. I'm not those two guys, but at the same time, it's like, buck up, guys. Don't get your emotions involved, and realize that the fact that your content is different is a very good thing. That shows that there's some diversity, at least with among the content creators, which is something that we should all be striving for, honestly. And I really do mean this. When someone like Cult of Dusty or Amazing Atheist got deplatformed by Twitter, which is total bullshit, by the way. If any of these people get deplatformed, I'm there saying this is bullshit, because that's obviously censorship. It's impinging on our First Amendment. That's just morally wrong, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with me. Yeah. All right, that's a pretty good take. I'm going to end it on that. Look, I was thinking about Sargon, though, because I know that there's some background with him between him and the alt-righters, and PJW. You can throw him in that crowd. PJW, said a pretty, he had a pretty scathing tweet towards the alt-right. He was, saying, most of the folks that support Trump, they like to make memes and have fun, while the alt-righters are basically some basement dwellers and racist or whatever. Just kind of a mischaracterization of the alt-right. And I'm not an alt-righter myself. I happen to sympathize with them because they get kind of an unfair share in the media. It's kind of part of my sympathy with Trump. It's like he gets unfair share in the media, so I feel the need to, basically say, well, hey guys, look at it this way. And more people are kind of doing that, so it's kind of evening out. And with the alt-right, I don't know if they're necessarily stagnant, growing, or dying, but either way, I support their cause because I support, free speech and freedom to assembly. I don't agree with everything that they say, but I look at their ideologies and I think, well, while I don't agree with their ideologies, at least they're very tolerant people. Like Richard Spencer seems like a very tolerant guy, believe it or not. I mean, for fuck's sake, the guy got punched in the face for basically, speaking at some kind of campus engagement. So anyways, going back to Sargon, though, he apparently made a video, it's called An Honest Look at the Alt-Right, where it was basically in response to people kind of lumping him in with the alt-right or conflating him with the alt-right. So he wanted to make a video to basically say, look, guys, I'm a classic liberal. I'm like PJW. We have nothing to do with the alt-right, which is fine. But I also think that there should be some kind of unity. Sargon probably should have followed up like, I'm not part of the alt-right, but why not have a discussion with a member of the alt-right? That way we can bridge the two communities together and have a stronger political movement, because that ultimately is the goal. We need to have a strong populist movement, and content creators, believe it or not, play a major role in that. It's part of the spiritual mimetic propaganda process, if you will, if you want to go by Styx's school of thought. So it's really important that we don't fight with each other, guys, and we really embrace each other's differences. I know that sounds really faggy and shit, like, oh, everybody's coming to America, we all need to be accepting of each other. Like, yeah, I guess that, you could probably make that comparison. I think it would be unfair, but that's nonetheless the approach that I'm taking here. And like I said, Cult of Dusty, total piece of shit, but I'd defend his right to speak here on YouTube if he were to get deplatformed. So, all right, guys, God bless, and I will see you later.